talk about it in Game 4.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
What's wrong with you, Dakota?
What?
Hate her.
I love Shadow Demon.
Hate her.
We won't get to see him.
You love Koto.
Yeah, he's just mad because it's not Keeper.
Yeah.
No, neither team.
You
Probably.
will never see Keeper anymore in this series because every game is gonna be banned, Dakota. No more. Sorry.
Bold call coming out from Winner here.
But what do we notice? For the first time in a long time, the first two picks are the same for wings. What happened there?
Great
Maybe they started taking
observation.
it seriously.
Great observations, Mr. Coffee.
Taking it seriously?
Yeah, I mean maybe more so than obviously they like throwing curveballs, but at the same time, I think they want to do that in a position where they're a game up. They don't want to do it in a position where they're tied.
I think it's a reaction to the Mirana. I noticed that they picked Oracle specifically against Mirana.
Of course, like it's hard counter, we spoke about it before. Yeah. And Void is just like their
A good
comfort
hero,
zone.
like a good hero for them.
Yeah.
They could run him off lane, they could run him in safe lane. Like we spoke of this time and time again. You want to have an opening where you can change your lanes if you feel you have to. Like you don't want to go into the draft like, okay, this hero, you pick a hero that can only go to one position. Then it will be difficult to outdraft you and armor away your opponents.
Yeah, I really like the Invoker ban from DC here. Obviously, they would have picked it up again if they could, and they have the pick after the ban, so pretty solid ban there. Banning out the Morphling after that. I guess Void and Oracle, they do have a lot of problems with Morphling.
In general, it's like you can never really focus the hero, and that's really a nuisance later on, especially when you get like E-Blade and stuff. Like, yeah, the Oracle kind of counters it, basic, but it's more like you get bursted down too quick to be able to save somebody.
And it actually counters Void pretty hard too, because like Morph is pretty much the only hero that can, like, obviously because of Morph, he can just like survive the Chrono.
Ice Blast.
Yeah, I mean, of course, if you couple it up with Ice Blast, but you know what I mean, right? Like, your Chrono, you usually just die, but Morphling can morph up, and he's like the only hero who can really do that.
5 seconds.
How do we feel about maybe Wings Gaming going for Skywrath Mage or something here? Good against the Timber, good with Basis Void, and it's good for their name.
I would like it. Together with Oracle as well, your Ancient Seal, your nuke deals like 400 damage.
Admiral Kunkka!
Just perfect, it's their mascot. But no, they say
Sorry,
screw
dude.
that, we're gonna give him Kunkka.
I mean, Kunkka's also good for like catching these two heroes. Like DC's opening is very mobile, like Timber Chain and Leap Away. You want something that's going to be able to start a fight outside of this Chrono. You don't want to play on such a long cooldown, I think, if you're Wings during the
Come on, let's be real. Kunkka is just a great hero now.
I mean, yeah, he's just overall really good.
I mean, he is, and they have two setups for him too, like the Forged End can like disable someone or like freeze someone for 2 seconds, and then you have like the Chronosphere, where it's like really easy to get a boat and the torrent in,
Reserve
on top of the like mobility restrictions.
Yeah, they have two really good saves now for the cause. Like both the supports can keep their cause alive in team fights very well. So for DC, do they go for more bursts, or do they go for like, I guess you might want to consider going for heroes that can kill the supports behind, like run past the front lines, go behind, kill the Oracle first.
I mean, Potom and Timbersaw should be able to do that usually. It's just gonna be like really hard regardless to get there. They have X mark, they have time
you
delay.
need stuns, right?
Yeah.
Right now these two heroes are, I mean, Arrow is not so reliable. So you need someone else to initiate for you so you can go in and kill them.
And you don't want to jump in the back of the bottom because, okay, you kill one support, but then you're dead after.
That's a really interesting. That was a fast DP pick.
It was a really fast DP pick. But DP Void, one of the most old school combos, as well as DP Oracle, super good strong.
So good because of that ult and
Yeah, so
How are they actually going to kill the DP with their heroes? Their last two picks have to have
No,
like.
their picks are not meant to kill the DP. Because as soon as they saw the Kunkka, they had Void, Kunkka, and Oracle. Maybe DC feels like we're not going to take team fights. Right now we have Mirana with like going for the axe, so you have a lot of D-push, then we have Timber, wave
split push,
clear.
you mean?
Yeah, then you pick the Wyvern where you have also split push. So you're never going to be able to take a team fight early.
they just have to make sure that,
dangerous though, right? Like, you can't take a team fight against Wings. You're just going to take your towers.
yeah, like DP is just gonna high ground you if you don't want to
I mean, it
fight against them.
depends how you play around it though, because they're cooldown based, you can always cut the creep wave with, if you're allowed to, like the AM game where Fear, like he bought his team so much time by cutting the wave, like something like that would be useful against a 5-man lineup.
I would really like
Wings
to
dealt with that super well. Sorry, go ahead.
like I would really like to see like a split push style too, but they need to pick a hero that can actually kill objectives too. Because right now they don't have any. Timbersaw, Potom, Sankey, they're all really good at clearing waves, but they can't actually hit buildings.
yeah.
Is this a support sanking?
DC showing that they have flexibility now.
Yeah, Weeha doesn't want to play it for sure, like the Timber, I mean.
Do we see Move play Sand King very often?
Not
Not really. I think it's a misery Sanking.
Yep.
Yeah, that would make a
sense.
Saksa, Wyvern is already
Yeah.
tanking and move on the Timber Saw. That sounds more likely for
Saksa's Wyvern is out of control good, so...
Is AM too greedy for DC?
AM would be pretty greedy, but they need something like it. They need some split pusher that can also burst like heroes down later on.
No, but if you think about grid, since they're never going to be able to fight anyway, so you just pick a hero that's going to allow you to siege later. I mean, it's greedy in a way, but that's your game plan. Like, you're not going to be able to fight early.
Oh, that being said, like Kunkka is a pretty hard counter to like heroes like AM.
Just set up, yeah.
Yeah, like you X-mark him and you're pretty much dead. Until you have like Mandostel or BKB.
Does Slark fit that similar profile?
Slark would definitely fit their
Yeah, but
heroes a lot
X-Mark,
more.
it's the same thing. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Same as AM, like, falls in that same problem.
Yeah, pretty much like. Just in general, Kunkka is like always a mobile hero counter. He has always been. Like even more now with the like 8-second X-mark.
Yeah, but you're a carry player. Look at their heroes. Like, they have Chronosphere, they have X-Mark. It's very difficult to play a carry hero.
It's really difficult, and what you need to do is you need to get a hero out there. Probably, if you really want to split push, you can pick an AM because he can get out of control pretty easily if they're focused like on pushing all the time.
But they have a lot of team fight now, though, don't you? Is it possible that they pick a team fight called Just Fight?
I mean, it's definitely possible. It's just like how do they kill the VP on top of the Kunkka boat and the Oracle ult? It's like really hard to kill her.
You Power Shock Epicenter her and
You could go-
curse the heroes behind.
You could just go full spread damage and just pick Gyro, right?
But Gyro will be beast too, and they ran it before too.
I've seen people go Sven against DP for
Yeah, the
armor.
armor.
The armor helps a lot too.
And those are pretty good options.
Yeah, if you want to really team fight them.
A lot of melee cores in that, I guess, but oh no, sorry, Miran is there fine. I didn't see though.
I just always feel like Sven against Void is kind of iffy to play. But then you get chronoed and suddenly you're
Yeah, but
all the armor's gone.
all the carries are, pretty difficult to handle.
Yeah, of course, but like when you're more likely to get chrono than like let's say Slark or AM.
That's why you got that Wyvern and that SK behind you though, just in case.
Yeah, you need a tank. You basically just need a tank for those two heroes to do their job.
There you do. Timber Saw could kind of like fill in that role, I guess. It's like a difficult choice for DC. Whether they go in like team fight direction or split push direction.
Or somewhere totally different. We have not seen this little guy on the main stage, that's for sure. I mean, Bone Fletcher comes out.
But that's kind of what Winder and I spoke about before. It's like they want to have the split push hero that can also objectives really fast, and Klinks definitely fits the category.
The other thing too is Oracle is not particularly good against that kind of hard carry. He deals insane damage.
You need Ghost Scepter as the Oracle, so you don't have to use your ultimate to save yourself, and you're able to survive against the Klinks.
He pretty much solves all their problems. Like he can get to the back line as well.
It's like a super good pick. Like how would Wings respond? Oh, they need another core mid that is good against Holland. And like lineup as a whole. Oh no, and then I have TP. What am I talking about? Offlane or carry?
Yeah, probably offlane. Probably.
Yeah, they usually run carry Void on Shadow. Assassin offlane, it's good.
Good against Tim too.
I feel like that lane's incredible.
Oh yeah, like Klinks against any op.
Alright, final thoughts on
Wings.
your hunted.
Stacy.
And Draskell has no heart. So let's go ahead and throw it down to the casters right now. We got Toby Wan and Merlini.
Thanks, we got a lot of heart down here. It's a heart that loves Dota 2 and has drawn up series 1-1 apiece, Merlini.
Who's your heart rooting for?
My heart roots for and maybe one of them. Just one. Just like one. That'll be fine. Alright, let's get into it, man. DC, they're bringing in the Klinks. He's a man, the draft panel where they were asking for someone that's able to fight, but someone also that can push towers down. Klinks, he sort of ticks those boxes.
Yeah, and he's much more resilient than the mobile carries like the AM, those split pushers that you think of that Kunkka's really good against. I really like the draft.
How long do you keep resolution farming on the Klinks? Do you want him to early rotate? Do we look for the early Orchid build into like hero kill rotations?
It all depends on how much they can keep the Nyx Assassin down. Nyx Assassin, they did not go the Iron Talon laning strat this game on Wings.
Yay! They still won with it.
Just a mind game.
I'm just gonna throw that one out there. That even though we're sitting there going, we don't understand why this isn't working. Actually, no, we understand why it isn't working, but they still take the game. Yeah, I'm interested to see the timing of resolution.
I also like the Klinks a lot because it gives them Roshan potential. And I think they had a lot of issues with that in the prior game.
Are you still concerned about what the Oracle can bring? We've seen Oracle working beautifully with Death Prophet in the past. Now you've also got potential saving from, from Kunkka, from Void Chronos. That's an interesting timing for a smoke too.
It's just really great versus the Mirana because it's really difficult to stop her Ag's timing, and this way you don't really have to worry about it so much as double Starstorm. If you get the Fate's Edict out on time, it's not going to do any damage.
This movement from Wings, they smoked up underneath the tower as the Foghorn was going. They're going to make a break for the side shot. Now, a lot of the time, actually, Misery, he's walking over towards this. He's going to reveal the smoke. So they start with the Fortune's end. Eyesight is there. He's waiting for the Fortune to connect. Now they go into the turret. Misery up in the air. Fire strike to Babel. Goes up into the tree line. There's a small path to get out, and Fate's trying to block it. He's actually got himself the stun of Babel. Resolution turns on the damage. Misery will escape. Safeguard does actually have his defensive cold and break. Another particle flying in. Resolution, Fortune then will connect. Misery lining up for another power strike. Double stun on that one. Faith dropping down very, very low. Misery does have the damage. He also has the life to stay on the front lines. They look for another torrent. Nope, Eyesight to start the animation, but he didn't follow through. So Wings trying to get aggressive and contest this safe lane until they TP their support quickly down the bottom lane.
This is something that we see out of the team play. Just don't give them an easy lane up top, and Stockset and Resolution are having a very difficult time dealing with
that helps.
double melee.
Moo just got time locked on the bottom lane. Combine that with the forward, then Moo's gonna go down. First blood, it goes to Wings.
Dan on the top lane.
Yeah, Misery rotating her out. Fate so low. Resolution lower. Cold Embrace still available now. Misery will arrive. Eyesight. Fire strike is going for the last swing. Trying to find Resolution, but these searing arrows doing the early damage that DC required. That arrow fly down. There she is. Resolution will find himself a kill.
And all three of these heroes are very, very low. They're going to have to come in a lot of resources unless they want a suicide. Misery will spill blood.
That he will. He looks to move it. He would lay some TP scroll. He'll come straight back out to the lane. Look for another rotation to fight.
Wings like doing this. They like it looks bad because they both die, but they have to expend so many resources, so much easy.
Careful with the throw. He walks over. Such a simple combo. Fortune's in. Into time. They throw it on the top lane. Now bottom lane. He has reaction time this time around, but still no Timber Chain available. So move. Poor man Shield will not save you from that.
He thought he was in a one-on-one situation, and then he skilled up from this one-on-one build with the level 1 Rolling Death, the level 1 Reactive Armor. In a very defensive situation, you want to max your Timber Chain, but with that, might be time to think about that Iron Talon.
Now this has been a heavy rotation early game, only 2 minutes into it. We've seen multiple lane switches. The one lane which hasn't really had anything happen in it is that mid lane. It's the Weeha versus Blink lane. The Mirana on Death Prophet.
Misery smoked up behind, looking for a stun into an arrow. It's only a level 1 stun though, but Blink's so far out with no Spirit Sight.
And you still got the Starfall of Battle too. The Weeha connects on this. Now into that Starfall of Horror! The secondary star! It connected on Blink! So he does fall down.
And he does have the spawn, but he needs someone to pull him on the scroll if he wants to get back to the mid lane. He also had to waste the Fairy Fire for that.
Misery is not giving up on this mid. It's a little bit different though when he runs an Ogre. Ogre is a lot tankier than the SK, so I'll give some extra respect as Ice comes into mid. Nice Torrent, Weeha! He's got Leap available, pounces himself away. Will bottle and salve up quickly as Misery's rotated to the top looking for Faith Beyond.
And then meanwhile, Timbersaw finally gets the space in the bottom lane, going for 2 reactives. Screw the Timber Chain, he says. I can just tank up.
I'm wondering if this is one of the other reasons why you're seeing rotations heavily into mid. They're trying to pull the attention of Wings off that bottom lane to give Moose the space he needs.
And Moose still has a lot of reach, and I don't know if they're going to be able to press him down. No clarity from the Oracle, and he's only level 2.
They got to help though. Ice looks to come in from the rear.
I still don't think they have enough damage.
Do you like this build coming out from the Kunk going the early point up in Tidebringer as opposed to X marks the spot?
We see this a fair amount when the Kunkas want to go armlet first, and farm up. It's just a good way to keep up your farm so that you're not heavily reliant on the X-Torn combo to get kills and accelerate your farm. But I think they have enough setup. I really dislike it if you don't have any setup, but with Nick's stun, Chronosphere, Oracle Fortune's End, it should be pretty easy for him to land with the Torrent.
Misery's coming back down to the mid. There's still no Observer Wars that sees it, but Ice sitting on the high ground. He'll definitely see Misery. Now he puts down his own ops. It's not like we need to see Misery anymore. He'll hit him with a torrent. Everything comes through. Time for Butterfly to Babel. He'll actually get a double stun thanks to Yarrow also connecting on Blink. With a combined up Starfall, Misery will back out. Trigger his salve. So just a trade off of damage, no kills coming from that.
You have to be careful.
Well-
He still has the arcane ring on him, getting a lot of value out of that.
And then realize he already had the arrow leap and everything else back up, not to mention the low cost.
Moves the second, this large camp Shadow's gonna pull it though. You can see the small contest for it in the bottom lane. It's a 3-stack now.
Well, it will be easy for Mu to deal with that if he was level 6, but doesn't have the chakram available yet. Another heavy rotation at top 3 from either side. There's some resolution card as well. Sasha is going to call a brace off the Oracle. And forward of magical damage. Misery with the power strike forward. Wants Nick's assassin. Doesn't have the damage output, but maybe with the help of the Wyvern, he will have it. Misery to the tree line. The south is actually going to get cancelled off. It was the Corsic 9 that did it. And now Faith, 28 life. Will it be enough? Is he going to fall? Faith barely survived. Dropped down to 8 at one point. And Wings, the rotation works from them.
Oh,
that was
Man, that south tick really takes there.
Resolution wants to kill a top lane, however. Eyesight doesn't have anything to play with. No mana, Resolution, searing arrows, and Strafe will take one more, and there she is. Resolution, a good answer back. And an overstaying of welcome from Eyesight.
One thing about DC's drop too, they picked the Winter Wyvern perhaps maybe a little too early, causing a lot of physical damage out from Wings, but they're like they're mid-court, especially they didn't really do that much.
Moving for Lee, you're gonna have his kills really meant to work. You can easily leap away from Crypt Swarm and as well as the Spirit Siphon. No point up in silence yet for the Death Prophet. And I said focusing more on laning as Innocence actually roams around the back line. Now, it is nighttime, so DC had no idea that he moved that way, and we hopped right next to him, starts with the Sun Fortune, then as well the Torrent. If it wasn't that, it's going to connect with the Purifying Flames from Innocence. And that's what found the kill.
And that Observer Ward just scouting out the whole time. Starts in there, but he can't really do anything. He's going to do Splinter Blast, but that's going to be good on the way to stop their push, dropping the Observer Ward behind. Doesn't look like it was scouted out by Wings' own Observer Ward.
With an in-TP support from the Moon, you don't have any real big ultimates up yet. You don't even have the chakram, so Moon will walk in. Now, Ice Eyes can wrap around the back of him. As he's just trying to go for the kill on the Death Prophet. They can't hold her in position. The arrow will fly out from Wee, but easily dodged, but you can see it coming from a mile away.
No level 6 yet on Move. There's no chance of them getting that kill. Not really that much damage on the tower though, so Wings not really getting that much out of there. First exorcism. Radiant has used Scan, expecting a smoke perhaps.
I think they were expecting a rotation resolution, and they are right. But he walked up the Obs and Sentry in mid lane. That was after the dust and the scan was used. Well,
there is a dust on the Oracle in case they want to go.
Oh, the arrow off target. In fact, the resolution still can't find the kill. He doesn't have enough damage to kill off the Death Prophet in time.
They don't actually have the Fate's Edict on the Oracle, so you can't disarm the...
Oh, top lane, Misery. Nice sandstorm dodge. They put down their own sentry. One ball and ready pulling out. The sentry on the again. Forest Strike ends the TP out. Digital Chaos. They're looking for that kill. Misery dropping down low. Fate doesn't have much to work with. He's got stick charges in 1 second. He's got that up now, and he's actually holding onto them. He won't pop, however. Not while Shadow chases down the Winter Wyvern, but support comes in. Here's Resolution. He's running down, looking for the kill over on Fate, leaving Tusker by himself under his own T1 tower. Shadow commits the Chronosphere. That won't be available. Resolution shows himself. Time walk on cooldown. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Over the tree line and far away from DC's line. They run down, but Resolution's not giving up. The arrow will foreshadow a little bit closer towards the tree line. But Innocence is in the neighborhood.
Simple yet effective. What a juke.
While on bottom lane, Mu can finally take out that stack. Ice Eyes is leeching a little bit off him. Oh, the card. Okay, Ice Eyes TP's away.
I'm surprised he didn't go for an X, especially considering the heroes that he's up against. Marana, a so I usually see like 1 or 2 levels, but not 3 like he's limited. But it's nice damage. Maybe they just want to be able to burst people down during Chronosphere combo with that Torrent at boat later.
What do you think about the build on the Faceless Void? Is Lincoln Sphere really
Dude, he always
viable?
goes Lincolns.
Even in this game, is it really that viable?
They usually go pretty strange items, but that's the only thing that I've seen that's consistent
Radiant's
among
bottom tower
Space
is
Void
under
carry
attack.
Lincoln's first almost every game. Versus Winter's Curse? I guess. The last game is definitely good versus the Doom. This game, yeah, I don't agree with it so much, but they like it a lot.
Nice detection from Resolution. He was just hovering around the tree line. And Nick's Assassin walks through a sentry wall while Resolution still had vision. And this is the reason now why Misery is hiding behind his own tier 1 tower. But Nyx has moved into the mid lane instead, looking towards Weeha. Not going to find an opening. The Vendetta is going to wear out in a second.
They saw him with the Observer Ward, though. He thinks he's in the fog, but he actually was not. And perhaps they might spring a trap or bait. And the Clinks isn't actually going for the Oracle because he assumes he has this arm, but little did know he doesn't have this arm. He's probably not going to pick it up until level 8. So he's kind of been walking around with a get out of jail free card, even though he shouldn't be.
Resolution. Steals the regeneration. Blink is just like, wait, I didn't pick that up. It's not inside my bottle. What the hell's going on? As the skeleton walks Clinks. So that light thrown early on. And the extra damage, Clinks very good at bringing down tier 1 towers.
He's been running around a lot, though, and hasn't really been able to find that much. Really doing really well in terms of the CS, but now he's falling behind in that work that he struggles to.
Well, nice scanners up. They reveal the next assassin sitting in the tree line.
But they have the ward behind the tower. Wings does. They don't see Winter Wyvern just yet, but now they'll know there's only 2.
Nyx is on the edge of the vision. He's going to walk in range of the tower. Faithful will reveal himself. Bottom lane, Chronosphere over on move. Resolution bringing in the damage move. Chains up. The torrent well off the mark. It's Resolution. Skeleton Walk will come off cooldown so he can run himself away. They are out, while Faith's going to find Weeha back behind the tower. Dropping down that Ring of Aquila to use water charges. And now the commit. It is the Exorcism going to work. Range, the Radiant Sentry wards up, so they see Wee. He has to leap up into the tree line. Takes Secure Sight to know exactly where he is. He can't get out this one. The stun will connect. An icicle one from Faith. Finding Wee in the trees.
Wow, look at Wee. Oh, he is so underfarmed. Normally he has point booster and then some at this point, but he's about to lose his T1. He's tied 2 times at this point. Each Mirana game coming from them getting worse and worse. Resolution coming around from behind. And the TP comes in.
Now look for that damage. Resolution stunned up. But Misery brings the extra help. Burst wrecking forward. Wait for the damage and allows Misery. The Sentry Walk was still down. So the Exorcism finishes him off.
Oh, they tried to kill right before the Exorcism. Turned all that health back to him. And Winter Wyvern haven't really been able to do that much. It's great against mass summons and a lot of units that are pushing, but Splinter Blast doesn't really do that much versus a Death Prophet +1.
Yeah, it hasn't stopped the Wings pickoffs and the push.
Yeah, they're not pushing with units, they're just pushing with a couple heroes and their ultimate, and maybe wishing he had gone for Max Arctic Burn at this point. Still, they're unable to get those combos. Once Winter Curse come out, he's set up for an Epicenter Pro Strike follow-up. Ooh, a lot of trouble.
And again, they're going for this combination. We know X-Marks are not going to drag him back, but now the ship, they're on the Winter Ring, and Mur gets his fill. Weeha.
Foolish time dilation when you have
Ash. Faith is looking at Resolution to Invis up around the tree line. You'll need to hit him first with the Vendetta, then follow up on the stun. Either that or he waits for the Death Prophet who's rotating up to find this kill. Vendetta will last long enough. That is a level 1 Vendetta.
Blink is Invis. They have him Observer Ward scouting any TPs on top lane, but he thinks he's safe. He thinks he's alone.
Here they go. Resolution. Pop him up. And Resolution, he goes Invis, but not in time. They triggered the dust just in case.
And that invisibility, he might have been a little bit scared. It's like, oh, okay, Nyx +1 can kill me, but if you don't get hero, there's no way you can fix that game coming.
Shadow jumping in, double chrono Misery. He can prep the question is going to get in range. Wyvern's already down, and now they're running closer. Misery will just walk over. Shadow still got time walk available, so we can repair all the damage that's done to him. And DC again getting picked off with no rebuttal.
Shadow, however, they are lacking a lot of mana on the Kunkka, not enough for that boat. He's going for more of the damage though, with the max time with the base boost. And another tower.
Yeah, without the committal of Exorcism, this is a troubling sight when you can't even hold your tier 1.
Mystery looking for a kill, Epicenter.
With a big Chandra, but can miss the X2. He doesn't still walk into the side of him, but now he can just use forces then. Put down Mystery. It will connect the follow-up by Campus. The curse is out. It's got Oracle in. Tattoo runs in with a Chandra before problems. He will keep Exorcism alive as he TPs himself away to safety. Moves looking for something as he's just looking to get the hell out of here. Exorcism is triggered for the stun. It's all Move. And it's going to be Wings. Holds the Timbersaurus position. No, the chain up. The last attack from the Death Prophet will find the kill. The supporters arrive for DC. They arrive in with a big steering arrow damage. Faith makes a break to the tree line. Still alive. Triggering does too. So no extra invincible Resolution. Time lock. Not going to be enough from Shadow. As Weeha holds his race. Resolution. The top. Not going to get down. Saddle stun. Faith being in. He walks himself out. He walks over. He wants the last finishing moving work at it. High side will finish him. The torrent. It may not be done yet. Sucks just up and towards the air. X-Marks the swamp. You going no, apart from down to the briny D. Face doesn't have enough for the stun spike arrow, but double as he connects over Misery. He tries to raise space, no time up from Shadow, time on forward. Now he finds the kill. More creepy support arriving from DC. Another can compromise by the Misery. Stun, shot from forward. Moody can turn the tire, then fires Misery. For one charge will keep him back into it. He can go for another fire strike. It's Moon. High block for a century. He wants to walk out to the T1 towers. No stuns available from Nick's assassin, but these ones really playing dividends.
Oh my goodness, what ungodly teamwork coming out from Wings next to that side shot.
It's not over yet. Innocence is coming over the Inferno. It's on Weeha. It brings the damage. Weeha, he is gonna pop like a top. They look for more. Ice. Where is this? The Ice X-Mark's not gonna hit. They turn around, look at the T1 tower. DC. Do they still try and defend this?
Ice's looking for an X for the back.
He hasn't got it. He was actually starting the animation for the torrent. But this tier 1 tower is gone. DC, no more fight. They push the Clinks to the top lane. They need that Desolator done. They need the damage. They need the Blink Dagger on Misery.
There were so many small things in the last fight. Thus triggering on the Clink so that he can't get around.
He really does this. If it connected on Misery, he would have had it. He's actually chasing him down. X-Master spot is available, and support is on the way. Misery back to T1 tower. Now the X-Master right on top of the tower, pulls him into the torrent. Innocent with the damage. The arrows are flying forward. No one's going to get caught by it. The curse is on faith, but it's too late. From Zapsa, Weeha wants to do something. Resolutions on the hillside, just watching his teammate die.
This is without Faith's point. He's just up there happily farming top while DC have all 5 mid. Trying to towards this aggression. There is no downtime for Wings.
You don't need downtime. They just keep getting advantage after advantage with every minute that passes.
They're really finding their stride.
Do the Vickers have again to go for a smoke? They're under the T1 now, so yeah, they are. They really don't want to stop this aggression.
DC, they really need their Deso out of They're in the Roshan. They need some more items to get back in this game right now. All the cores are falling like flies. Weave network is almost half of Shadows.
Misery. Luckily for him, he doesn't turn to the side. Unluckily for Suxa, X marks the spot once again. It starts in. Misery will not be able to get back there in time to help out.
The corner break has done next to nothing in this game. The Oracle, Max Pure Mind, Flames are just bursting hero after hero. Wings should claim another tower off this.
Surprisingly enough, they commit exorcism. This early on, they potentially could have been looking, I understand they look towards a tier 3 tower where they're 17 minutes in.
The way the game has developed has been completely different from DC have expected though. Shadow maybe going for a Chrono on a week, but they wanted to just hold out the lanes. They have the spam with the Timbersaw, the Starstorm, the Winter Wyvern spam, but the way Wings are taking fights, it's not really at towers or they're circling around behind you, splitting up so they're not getting caught by the curse, not getting caught by too many multi-man burrow strikes. It's just a very chaotic fight where DC need order, they need time, and they need Desert.
They don't have time. They're playing up against the Master of Time. Faceless Void. Like he can control.
His time dilations have been really spot on. I was like, man, that thing's only level 1. It seems like it lasts forever.
It's like Wings always know. The Oracle did tell them how to play up against DC. If they can keep this momentum up, they could be looking at a 2-1 advantage in a TI Grand Final.
I think the bigger problem is that Kunkka's getting far. You mentioned his early Tidebringer build earlier. Now, he's armor complete along with the phase. He is becoming another core.
And the Blink Dagger on Deathlock makes her almost an initiator.
Wow, she has Blink. That is a very unusual build for Death Prophet. But I think it's really good because they need the position. They just need to be able to run on the back line, force Moran to use Leap, force Timbersaw,
Faith,
use Shane.
He's not denying the sentry ward, so it doesn't reveal his position. He knows it's there, but now DC smoke up. And they're coming for an opening. They're pinging and saying, I can see the Kunkka. We know they're headed down. There's no bottom runes. Not going to go that far.
Oh, the scan.
The sentries are down, but now Faith, he moves over. The sentries, he's out of range. But he looks straight past him. Gets a double stun on Lu and Weeha. Blinks. Oh, no. Stuck. He has to go invis for now.
They don't know where he is.
No, they don't. He's not even meant to be there, so they can't predict he's going to be there. Shadow will come over and free his teammate.
They have two observer wards in the area. They got something out of this smoke, and one is just out of range of the Radiant Sentry. So perhaps with this, Clinks can sneak and take Roche. I don't think he's strong enough to speak by himself, but maybe a Cold Embrace here and there will be enough to secure that Aegis. But more importantly, they need towers. They'd like to see some maybe back to Resolution.
Playing stunned by Carapace. Sent instantly back that starfall of Weehar. Shadow, he's there. Chrono's up. Moonlight Shadow will not protect the Mirana. Now bottom thing, big call. They get the Dead Prophet, but Dead Prophet. She blinked away. No one attacked her. She just kept her out. She had the Yule Scepter as well. With the X's above, DC was hoping to kill her off before it could do a lot of damage. Now she'll bring it back over, bring a little bit longer left on it. Timbersaw up the trade, gets the stop. Now the Mystery comes to the end of it. Back forward. He's going down with the fortune's down. The save is used. Resolution, time dilation down this fight. Suck has the TV out, but DC, they're losing everything, including the kitchen sink.
Wow. I can't believe that just worked out for them so incredibly well in that condition. Oh, that sounds odd.
Well, that's everything about Wings, right? It's unusual, it's different, and it works.
Yeah, that is the craziest part, that it works. That was a nice epicenter by Tanky, but they don't have enough damage. That's to take down Blink with the Braum and the False Promise. Like, it's just such great synergy, too. Purifying Flame, you don't even need it because Purifying Flame does no damage to you.
Good team, tier 1, tier 2 town now, bottom lane, going the way of Wings. And DC, they're off the ropes, almost 10,000 net worth and experience behind. The graph just keeps rising for Wings.
And I don't even think that Axe is that game-changing for DC at this point. They have Fate's Edict, but more importantly, Nyx Assassin, you can just Carapace right in front of him, and it's gonna hit on him if he hasn't had a creep. So a split-pushing Mirana can normally get out of control and farm, but not this game. DC looking for a smoke.
Oh, it's like they're trying to contest a Roshan play from Wings, but Wings aren't in there. Instead, it's Misery who's gonna get initiated on by Beyond. Shadow, actually gets a first big time on Misery into the Sandstorm Burrow Strike, just nowhere near fast enough. Yule going into FaceTime, not being his friend, and now DC, babe, he's so close, you can smell him! But he doesn't know! Timber will be the tank with the reactive armor, blinking around, checking in the neighborhood. A quick sentry down from the Wyvern will at least let them know if Nyx Assassin wants to walk in. But Shadow initiating on the Wyvern, this is even more distraction if DC can get this AUC Immortal. It leads to nice Wings next to a life. Sucks gonna keep his own life up for it, but Roshan down to 3.1 now. Slowly ticking. Rana taking the top tier 1 tower. It's almost done. And Wings are number one in DC.
Very important for them with the Clinks. He spent so much time running around in the early game and he needed something to compensate him for his troubles. The precious Aegis goes his way, but I don't know if he's the only one left in the fight. I'm still not sure about DC's chances coming up in the team fight. They just need to keep on split pushing, get some more towers to equalize his net worth. It's becoming close to uncontrollable with a 12,000 net worth lead for Wings.
Well, they need some other key items as well. Like the fact you've had no proper initiation from DC, Mirana arrows don't connect, and until that Blink Dagger is over on Misery, he also has no joy. Resolution can jump in through the backlines, and maybe that's going to be his fun key, but he's doing a BKB build next, so he doesn't have an Orchid to control up the Oracle, which may have been his better chance. If either that or you force a false promise on Innocence. And now, here they come, bottom lane. Innocence, they see him behind the trees, no shadows on the lane. And there goes the first one. False promise, Innocence has to use on himself. Shadow, he can time walk off the damage. Chrono is still available. And Resolution, he's actually got no mana to work with, but Clinks, the damage is still enough. Thanks to false promise wearing off. Misery get the hell out of top lane. The pressure in Dangle him away from Fate, who has a blink and ether lens of his own.
And now the Clinks can start doing what
Slot by Chrono, starts with time, but we're actually waiting for it to Cold Embrace. Weehar staying alive a fair amount of time, but then, okay, exorcism committal is real. They're looking for more, and they're going to find it. Yule steps around, Timber hits the ground, starts with a Timber chain over, Shadow taking heavy damage, and now Resolution wants to help out. He put himself in halfway, he comes around to the Misery, the Forest straight through. It's big on the face of the point. Resolution's back alive. Give him some space and sucks up. Caught on a cliffside. His Arctic Burn wore off at a very, very bad time.
The Realm's wearing off. They have to back off now, and finally they get a Winter's Curse, which is especially difficult with the Lincoln Sphere on Faith Void, but no heroes die on Wings yet again. DC get nothing. A penny for your troubles.
Penny will not feel the They have to find some kind of better opening. The Aghanim Scepter is now done on Weeha, but it's cost him a lot to give him that much space to get it. Clinks will also have his BKB, so 2 critical items arriving for DC. In fact, you can still say 3 after Misery picked up that Blink Dagger. So they have ways to surprise heroes. The Dire Observer on Bot River almost scouted out Ice Ice. A little bit too far away as they can face the end. Rotating around, looking for an opening. Middle lane, Blink, fire to strike. And drop in the arrow, looking at good 5 seconds. Innocent, getting ripped apart by Resolution. He took the false promise to Blink, but the life just won't be there. Blink is guaranteed dead when he hits the ground from the damage, and it will happen. Blink will take the kill. Corner Brace giving Misery up. Now it's face Resolution, finding a triple kill. Digital Chaos have just pulled out the team fight of their life. It may give them some way to quell the bleeding that Wings have been doing to them.
Finally, they kill the Death Prophet, even though the Oracle has been ever so vigilant, sitting behind them. And they got caught without the Faceless Void. He has a very greedy build without a TP score on his
They think about going in, he will. He'll Chrono over on Resolution. Hard to find the kill. Colin breaks the double, so is the curse. They're teaming up actually really close together. And now Blink Fire Strike. Misery tries to create more space. Resolution needs to wait for Ivan to hit the ground after the ult, and he will do so. Armor tossing his way out, but not enough. Marana was still there. The Aghanims giving the extra damage.
Not really respecting the golden break that time. Without the Oracle, they cannot burst through that, and that's 4 kills the way of DC.
How much does it swing? They had 14k advantage in gold for the net worth. It's going to come back down again. This will be a bigger momentum shift for Wings. They'll still have to get themselves back into the lanes.
The Void has to be the one to protect the Death Prophet at this point.
Do you think you can do this, Faith? He's looking at Misery in the tree lines. Misery can actually get body blocked in if he's not careful. He's starting to stun. He's not certain he wants to do it. The Faceless Void is on his way. Wait. Misery. Does he blink? Does he burrow? He'll get stunned. He'll get controlled. And he can't burrow out in time.
How many bashes does this guy get?
He only needed 1, but he got 2.
And even with those 4 kills, DC...
Oh, Resolution. This could be a good snipe. That went over the Observer Ward. It's got the rest of the Assault Cuirass on it. To Resolution. One attack all it needs. 3,000 mana bits to spare. Net worth. Hitting the deck.
I'm surprised that Innocence hasn't gone for a Ghost Scepter with how farmed Resolution is. He is the biggest threat. They have a Sentry Ward, so they know he's in between the mid T1 and
that's why Ice Ice is scared to death. He thought he was running down through the Ancients. Resolution will move up. He'll find Ice Ice, but he can't want to battle it.
It's way too much fog for a Crystal up to jump in. Wait, Chronosphere coming off cooldown very soon. We see the first Ghost Scepter, possibly many, coming up on the Death Prophet.
One way to stop the damage from the Clinks, especially when he's going Chrysalis, not Diffusal.
But then it opens up where Marana can do a lot of damage with the Starstorm, so they have to be careful about how and when they use it.
Very true. What kind of damage do you try and repel? It's not like you can Fortune's End to everybody, unless this Oracle gets to a point of having Repressure.
After those 4 kills, Wings only possess an 8,000 gold lead.
Nice Blink Dagger up. Now for the Marana. They're looking towards middle lane. Wings smoke up, rotate around. The arrow won't connect. Up.
Death Prophet is not close by. Wings have to be careful not to take a fight while he's not here.
Oh, they're going to walk straight in. Burns on cooldown. Dust will trigger the blink. Misery! Evading the Chronosphere. He's fast enough for it. And marks the spot, trying to drag Resolution back in again. The arrows will fly forward.
With the BKB on him and no Chrono loss, this is not the fight for Wings unless they pull them back.
Under a Sentry Resolution, but now he's not. He's back far enough. Right behind Innocence. Starts attacking. And now Timbershane forward. Move once more. Blink Bar. They found Ice. Resolution. Putting that Chrysalis to work. At least 1, maybe 2 hits. They'll hold him up. It's the cost. Chakra, 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attack, 4. Resolution. Okay, now he's finally going to hit the deck. Yarrow will take a triple stuff. Misery will kind of with one of his own. The Tidebringer. Ice Ice will finally take a fall. Misery too far out.
They spot out Shadow now. They ping out on it, but...
They'll walk under an Omsword to get to him.
Yep. I wonder if he's going to go for Bloodthorn.
They just want the T1 tower. Resolution can easily take It's the first fortification.
That's more important than
Dire's
just
top
facing
tower
the
is
You
under
don't even need the
attack.
creep wave. That's the beautiful thing about the Clinks. His damage output is just so quick. So these towers don't stand a chance.
Radiant's
And
middle
finally, the
tower
support of
has
DC
fallen.
gets
Dire's
Too
tower
close.
is under attack.
Pops up. They're on the chase. Weehaw. Arrow off cooldown in 4 seconds time. Leaps forward. Actually missing. I don't know exactly where he wanted to go with that.
Just maybe hoping he would TP down there and get an easy arrow, perhaps.
If he stayed on the hillside, he would have just been in the free lane. Another blink dagger coming in. This time, it's for the Winter Wyvern.
And Mizric has dewarded all of the Radiant wards with his shiny gem. And Roshan gonna respawn in.
Radiant's top
Wings
tower is under
probably
attack.
pretty unhappy about the last way that
Radiant
Roshan went down.
structures are fortified.
They don't have any armor items.
This can make him happy. Sucks to just blink himself down, put down observable. It's the Arctic burn. He goes. It connects the curse, however, to the Wyvern. He still can't get down. Oh, the brace giving some breathing space. Wings, they commit the Cobrans run, they commit everything. A 5-second arrow is going to go innocence, but well, you kind of knew the Wyvern was going to die.
At least the arrow scouted out that there was no Roshan around. They see the observer ward right now. And that is the gem on the Nyx. So we have to cuddle around the
prize
pit.
is
The
mine.
Clink thread is way too much. And they probably have to commit exorcism to it, though, which just leaves
Radiant's
Saintly
middle
in the
tower
first
is
position
under
to
attack.
jump upon them in the pit.
Do you really want to commit that much, however? Like, that's
It's way better to find a pickup, though, than go into the roach pit. It's
true.
far too risky.
It just delays you push high ground if you do it, and there's no exorcism.
They are not really in a rush to take high ground, not with Kunkka.
Oh, this will be nice.
Yes.
They find Misery, mid-3, reaction, blink up, still got Fire Strike available, gonna dodge, even under the Sentry Wall, the Chrono Spear! This is the gem of DC! Resolution wants to help out, Nick Sass caught in, Chrono, he'll have to take up the ball, Resolution gets backed up, even on the first hit, BKB another bash as well, you'll run away, where's your card? 6 seconds till it's off cooldown, here's the Kafka, he has to back out, move! In the neighborhood with the chakra, making it difficult for Wings to come down to
They don't have their gem carrier. Nyx had a TP home to get some extra healing from the False Promise in order to survive. Roche gonna respawn in 2 seconds, but that is a big momentum swing. Well, wait, he doesn't have the gem anymore. I think he passed it to Wii. Or we picked it up.
Good. Actually got on a wing.
Yeah, I thought it was on this. Yeah, that's why he used a Chronosphere on him. Nice pickup.
And that was fast. Now it's DC. They still have a slight advantage, obviously being Diaside with Roshan being up.
And their ultimates are up. Sand King, Epicenter still up, Winter's Curse not expended in last fight. They are ready. Chronosphere is still down for 40. I think this might be a time for DC to say, hey, come at us and Roach.
Nice new item as well for the Timber Assault. Picking up a Yulka before this fight. So it's got some kind of escape or control against Wings.
And time dilation counter. Much cheaper than Lotus. That Observer War scattered out by Vivian.
The curse! Just as Death Prophet pulls himself over, the arrow will connect Nick's assassin. False Promise will keep him alive, but Magnolia Privilege for all the damage. Shadow of the Time Melee trying to force him out, move. The Cold Embrace giving him more life. Yule stepped up towards the end. Nick's assassin stays alive. The False Promise didn't work. So it's only Moon to die. Weehaw! The leap, the blink. He's still up, but now he actually runs into blink. He needs more time. He'll get the Starfall off the Faithianic. Being saved by this Oracle. The rest of DC are away.
Doing so much work when they can't lock him down. That is the Clinks' job. He has a lot of damage, but he cannot jump on the overall. You want him to blow Frost Promise on himself, and if he doesn't, he's going to die in 2 hits, like we saw on that fight top, especially if there's a lucky crit, which is going to happen a little bit more often now that the data list is complete. They need to bring the gem back. Is he in range? Can he not attack the ward? X marks the spot. Okay, yeah, now we go. Gem is in and pop him. Some Observer Ward will drop. DC does still have another big advantage. I say this is an advantage. They have no other talent that Wings can easily just move over and take. Yeah, despite the kill lead being 31-14 for Wings, they're only up 6,000 gold, forcing, spending a lot of time running around, and also most of the DC's kills are on, or Wings' kills rather, are on supports.
A lot of the kills for DC belong to Resolution. He's taken 9 out of 14 of DC, and it reflects in his items. I'm interested to see where he goes from here. Like, is it worthwhile getting that diffuser blade to get through the Ghost Scepters?
Yeah, I think eventually the more. I don't know. They only actually have one on desktop, and why isn't Sabium gold? So maybe not. That's a normal build though.
The deboarding happens, so DC definitely know the wings are around Roshan. They're going to group up, work up. Remember, without the exorcism, there's not a lot of quick damage arriving from wings. So Roshan, and now 2k life. They're a little bit too far away here, DC. So Roshan will go down the wings. The question is, they want to keep fighting. Sentry's down. Path looking for the corner. Leaps away, however. Timbersaw at the USF. He hits the USF. He's going to avoid the time release in the corner. He got a resolution. That's a big one. They need to find the kill. Chip on the way in a resolution. Crushed at the house. Zucker also has the cold embrace, but there's too much damage there to still find that kill. Next one is back. Weeha. Thought he might get out of this one. The Amazon arrives from Misery. Minimal damage. Things can just tank through it. Misery. Silence. Nuke. He got enough life. He's moving north. There will be enough while the battle happens in the pit. Misery will die. DC lose 4 and wings.
Wow, that Chronos, that's one of those super high risk ones. It looked like two of them were right about to be on the edge, but he knows the range of that perfectly and catches one of the most highest priority targets. Clinks without a BKB. Lock him down with a Tor on both to follow. No BKB, no Clinks, no damage.
That's the problem for DC.
It's a big problem because Lee's not farmed enough at this point. He needs to be able to carry his own weight in terms of doing magical damage to their back line, pressuring the Oracle, but right now he's just unable to contribute because he's died so many times.
Regeneration!
Times this game.
Time is money.
Yeah, it's a happy game for Weeha this time around.
Illusion.
And I don't know, you mentioned the Lincoln here maybe not being the greatest this game, but look at Shadow, 11-0 and 12.
He does what's needed.
I
Gets the
for every
perfect
time.
chrono. You get the perfect chrono, and you've still got the beautiful thing that is Oracle. Like DC commits so much finding one hero, and then all of a sudden Oracle, he's giving the extra life over. We saw that from Shadow in the bottom lane fight. Oracle always had it down.
I also like the Lincoln Spear build because it gives you a lot of HP. If you go Vlad's, which is equally good for farming and sustain, you just easily get bursted down by a double starfall or terror burst or whatever it may be. But if you have that extra layer of 15 strength, then you can time walk off. Your Oracle has more time to throw that false promise on you. You have more time for the Coco ship to come out. Coco drum.
DC's ready to go. You saw Warcraft then.
You really want to fight into this if you're DC though, with the Aegis, with Chrono up,
Not when
Gems.
they're basically reaching around. It's gonna come right behind DC. The scan comes out from Radiant Siren. They find anyone in biz. They know the Blink isn't there, and here they go. Blink triggers the exorcism. Oh, they're on tier 3 tower.
They wanted to be able to spam this with the Timber Salt and the Winter Wyvern, but they're nowhere close. C3's gonna fall before they really get any damage.
Yeah, now the jump comes in. Quick chain away. Three points forward. Virus strike. It connects to the death bomb in the corner. We high reverse. Shadow catches 2 again. The current combo. They bring down the Osborne with a double dog from Fate. They ensure the kill. No buy like a double from Timberstorm. Blink is still waiting for an opportunity. Resolution sitting outside the stage. He's got nowhere to go. Blink borrow forward. Predicts the where something on the door. The light kicks back into a Misery. Born out. Another double dog from Fabian. Shuffle from Shadow. Looking for the damage. And a triple burst from Weeha. A triple kill from Shadow. The card is good, however. Nixus hasn't been brought down. The arrow flies forward. Missed this target. Resolution needs to pump in more damage. The gem is stolen by Shadow. As he'll run back out to the front lines. The Starfall got by the first Manta. Still hit by the secondary one. It blinks. Where is this control? Where is this damage? It just isn't there. The silence on Murata means he can't arrow. They see Innocence TPing out. It's going to be too late. The TP was more than one completed before the arrow reaches its point.
Damn, Betty wish she had defusal now. The Co-Scepter on the Oracle. Just popped out of nowhere at the perfect time. Clean sweep of the melee racks for wings. Now, these Chronospheres from Shadow, he's really quick with those. They had an Observer Ward in the face, but it just lined them up for a perfect impale after Nixas, and then Winter Wyvern had to blow so many of his spells to try and keep his cores alive.
I like how much Shadow doesn't want to go back to base, actually bringing salves out to himself instead of holding on to the gem, which is on the courier. I'll trigger the second one in a second.
I mean, he has Oracle on his side. He doesn't even need it.
Hey, when
Gotta
you
get your farm up.
When you have a 15,000 net worth advantage, you can splurge a little bit.
DC trying to spring a trap, but the Manta Illusions looks like is going to scout out any shenanigans that DC can throw on this bottom lane. They can't go into the area. They know those wards are there, but Itai might run into it.
Yeah, he walks straight over. Misery, does he want to? Does he want to? He doesn't know. Oh, no! Misery misses the target. The arrow will also miss. DC was supposed to get a Misery. He's like, screw it. Commit the ultimate. The Yule Step to run. Itai running circles around DC's missed stuns. They're going to lose more. Move actually cornered a little bit further up. Shadow's able to find him. The ball will arrive with a stun in for the next assassin. It gives Shadow the time to get the hit. Weehaw, as well as Misery. Misery doesn't actually have a TP scroll. He'll burrow straight forward. Weehaw, no arrow available. They're looking to kill off Innocence. But now the arrow will fly forward, but it's well off target again. Innocence, with so much confidence, stands its ground, and Weehaw trying to predictably move back now as Shadow. Again on another run, under the tier 4 towers of DC. They do not have a free wave with them, but they can start a pincer.
Innocence might get picked up by Resolution.
Oh, can they do it? There's a Ghost Scepter. You can't pick off Jack. Yes, he can now. Defeat the Flames up. Turns it off. The curse. It holds that properly position. Shadow jumps over, but now he's in rangement. Weehaw with the Starfall. Not enough damage. That's a 4-star back from the Wyvern. Away from Blink. Coco's from well off the mark. And Realm Misery is the stun there. 1 second, 2 seconds. Shadow double hit. Nice and quick. Finds the pick off on Misery. All he want to do is retreat.
No BKB on the Lynx, they're going to have to go for a miracle here.
Exorcism is down, however, a miracle could eliminate it. Move. There goes the shot from forward. Arrow flies in on target. Nice hit from Weehaw, but the panic is for facing out. He has been far like this game. Another big stun. Resolution. He'll finally bring down Blink. There is a spike purpose available. Resolution, no BKB charge. So he's front up himself. Chakram, or you can just super chain into the whirling cat. Gem can be recovered as Moo hot on the tails of Eyesight. Does he have the damage whirling cat? One punch, there it is. Moo gets the double kill. But the damage has been done. A full Raxing on mid and bottom lane done by Wings.
I think it's rapier time for Clinks.
I think he needs it. Moo, just to be godlike if he can get it for the chrono. How much life has he got? Nowhere near enough. Shadow ripping him apart. There is no white flag on the door from DC. They continue to fight.
We thought they could end the game with a refresher up on the Death Prophet, but he didn't Yules himself in time. That's actually what killed him. The Clinks was just beating on him. It was very close to the exorcism being returned, but didn't Yules, and then once she dies, everyone else dies around her. Luckily, they have a backup gem, I think, on the chicken.
Yeah, it's on the chicken along with the rest of almost the entire Shivas for the Death Prophet.
Invisibility.
Resolution, I want to see that 6,200 gold.
He needs something. Yeah. The relic is picked up on Resolution. He needs any kind of damage he can get at the moment.
Yeah, you want to be able to like 1 or 2 shots at Oracle, because the Oracle, he usually doesn't actually have the camera on himself. It's usually on his cores, and he doesn't have a blink dagger, so he's especially vulnerable to Clinks.
With a Resolution, he'll still have multiple problems, aka he's down to 4 diffusal charges, so by the time he can buy up a Rapier, he may not actually have any diffusal charges left.
Yeah, I don't think you can sell an item at this point too to get the Rapier. You just have to farm out your 2,000.
Yeah, he needs to hold
Screw buyback.
Everything you can get as an Orchid build out from the Void. It's actually, well, one of the most expensive items in the game. The Bloodthorn is arriving for the Faceless Void.
Yeah, you can Yules off the time dilation, but then you're just going to get silenced up. And then the Mirana has no solution really to the Bloodthorn.
And even that, like, you get an active section, big set, bottom lane, they initiate Eyesight, they want the kill. The stun is there on Misery with Yules to protect Eyesight again. Misery falls up now. The double one from DC. They just need to bail out here. Misery pulls back. Polar Breaks to keep him alive a little bit longer. Fire strikes up for him. As the front on the back line, they found Resolution. It's a big kill. Mooney to turn the damage around. Innocent to be ripped apart by the shot. He will go down. The curse is too late. The attention away from Wing, and now he's gonna. Misery will also jump in. Miranda dies on the left. Misery forced up out. Shadow hot on the tails. Remember, this is DC trying to defend when they got 2 lanes of Megas up. Moo has to buy back, but there's no buyback for Speed or Resolution. So a hard fight now in front of DC. Exorcism will wear off. That's one upside for them. And Wings will back out. Even with the 2 cores, they're not going to push the envelope too far. They have the refresher off on Blink. So you have a second Exorcism if you want to push, but without all 5 heroes, it's just not worth it.
There's a gem just sitting on the ground. I wonder if they're going to try and pick it up with the chicken, but very close to DC's side.
And Clippings cannot get caught out like that. Like, if they can recover the gem,
I think it's more so like Shadow always finding the right targets with the Chronosphere. He knows that the Clinks is the only one that can really do damage to them.
Rana's just going to see it. That courier has traveled the whole, he's waiting, got the TP skull. Now the courier on the silence, Yules will dispel. It's coming over, it's down for the Winter Wyvern. The Winter Plus will be enough.